Yo, good morning guys, Merijn here and welcome to a new episode of My Shredded Lifestyle. Today it is the 8th of May and today I'm going to take you through my whole day, right? Take you with me. And I also have something that I want to share with you that I've never talked about on my channel before. So it's going to be interesting, it's going to be dope. Let's get it started. Holy shit, man. Below 180s. So in kilos, that is 81.1, and that means I'm getting very close to my first big goal during this cut, which is hitting the 80 kilo mark. So the start of my day usually goes down here in my office behind my desk. A lot of work, emails, clients, editing, new projects, all that kind of stuff. A lot of hydration, very important. Coffee, probably even more important. The first coffee of the day is just amazing. Changes your perspective on life. So then afterwards we do more work. More coffee, and we're having some crystal meetings here. And yo, Ken, I just wanted to say that those last photos you took on stage with a denim jacket, man, unreal. Productive day so far. The hunger, guys, is friggin' real. Has been for the last 3 weeks of this cut. It's been especially pretty damn tough. So by now it's 1 o'clock. Heading home, time for some food. And I'm gonna prep a meal that I eat almost every single day. Absolutely love it. So I got 600 grams of chicken. It's 200 each day because I'm gonna prep for 3 days. I'm gonna have 300 grams of pasta, uncooked weight. I'm gonna add a bunch of pre-cut veggies. Just throw it in a pan, just simple and quick. And I'm gonna add some green pesto, and I like to add this on the day itself. Usually 30 grams, depending on how many fats I want into my diet that day. I like to put the portion of the day itself in the pan, add some pesto, and then wok it all together. And there we go, final product, time to enjoy. So back at the gym, finally training with Stenneman again. It's been a while, man. I've been traveling a lot, been letting this guy down. And then I got back last week from South Africa, and he had a deload week, man. So
yeah, it's time, officially time now, man.
it's officially time for the comeback. I plan on not really traveling, which is something I always say. And then
Let's see.
And then I always go somewhere, but yo, next show we should go together and then we can keep training and shit.
That's a good one.
That'd be sick. I'm gonna put the camera down, we're gonna have a sick workout, and I'll do a voiceover so that I can focus on getting these gains. So yeah, we're hitting upper body today, and as I said, I'm just happy to be home, and I will be mostly home during my cut now for the next few weeks to really make sure that I get the most out of it, because it is always just not fully optimal when you're traveling, right? Now I tell you guys all the time, my channel is about, you know, fitness, but also enjoying life, etc. But now when I want to take things to the next level, I want to, you know, really dig deep with my physique. I have to just like make certain decisions to make it, you know, easier for myself and to really get the most out of it. And forming habits is a very important aspect when it comes to, you know, getting in that real best shape of your life. Like I can get lean, but to get super shredded, that is another level, and that is a level in which, you know, it is just gonna be mentally so freaking tough, physically as well, and I already know that. So I know it's the best thing to be home and to be in the same gym, have a good routine, and business wise I also have a lot of things that I want to focus on here, so it'll just be good being settled at home and just getting a lot of shit done. So as far as this workout, guys, we're starting off with the incline bench press. We'll do 3 sets here, and then on the last set you see me do a pause set. I've really been liking that, and the past year that have given me a lot of chest growth, so I always like to include at least 1 set of a paused press into my routine, usually the whole exercise, but when I do a touch and go, I always do the last set paused and then like lightweight, just pump out the reps and go to failure. Second exercise is the cable fly. I like to put this on the middle stance after the incline bench press. On another day I might do the flat bench first, and then I'll do a low to high cable fly, which targets more of the upper chest, or the Bayesian cable fly. But on this particular day, we like to do the middle stance. I'm doing the drop set here on the last set as well. Now, we only did 1 compound for the chest, so drop set here, and going to failure on, you know, the incline bench press is completely fine. Now that I'm not that deep into my cut, I still recover properly from the amount of volume that I'm currently doing. The volume is not crazy high anyway. I put all the sets on the screen as well now. And the volume will drop a little bit when I get like really deep into my cut. So for now, I kind of keep my workouts the same as when I was bulking. I may have cut a set here and there, but it's kind of the same. And then over the weeks, it may drop a little bit in volume in order to keep my strength up. So the first exercise here for back is weighted pull-ups. As you guys know, my favorite movement for back. This has really helped me develop my back the way it is. That's something you have to realize when you're cutting and you do weighted pull-ups. You may actually have to increase the weight a little bit if you want to maintain your strength, because if you do the same weight and your body weight is less, you will actually do less weight each workout, right? So it may look like it's getting easier, and that is because your body weight is dropping. So make sure to increase the weight on the pull-ups if you're cutting to make sure you maintain the gains. Now that only has to be a very little amount, right? The amount of weight that you personally drop. So after that, for shoulders, we do the seated overhead dumbbell press, and we also finish it off with some rear delts. Now on the other day we do some lateral raises. We skip those on this particular day because we do enough volume there on the presses. Rear delt cable fly is one of my favorite movements for the rear delts, and I like to stick to higher reps here. So usually about 10 to 15 reps, definitely not any lower than that, to get a good amount of volume in there. For arms here, just sticking to the basics. We already hit the arms a lot. You know, the weighted pull-ups, they really stimulate the biceps. The bench press for the triceps. So you don't need that much extra volume for the arms, in my personal opinion, unless they are a lagging body part of yours. But when you're cutting, it's not something you want to highly focus on, right? So we're just doing some standing dumbbell curls here, and then some tricep cable push downs. These are just two basic movements that you can do at any gym. And I love these. Now on another day, you want to do different movements in order to stimulate all the heads of the biceps and triceps. All right, guys, so here we got the next meal. It's gonna be super nice. Gonna add some of this. So we got here is 140 gram of lean beef, 220 potatoes, and 220 grams of broccoli, and that's it. And then a little bit of this sauce, right? So that is the meal. It is not super high in calories, but I am, as usual, guys, saving some calories for at night, and today especially, because I'm gonna have a real nice treat tonight. So I'm gonna eat this, work for a couple more hours, and then I'll check in with you guys again. All right, guys, so as I said, I'm in a place where you've never seen me before, in a coffee shop, because we have those in the Netherlands. Usually I would actually smoke at home, but this is a special place. I'll explain that in a second. Smoking weed, something I never talked about on my channel before. Some of you guys are gonna be like, what? You're gonna be like, Merijn smoking weed? What is going on? Something that I've never really talked about on my channel. The reason I haven't really talked about it, and I've actually thought a long time before I wanted to share this, but I feel like, guys, I started this YouTube channel being personal and sharing, you know, a lot of things, and this is something that I never shared because I thought it might give the wrong example to people. I am a role model, people watch my videos. Maybe people are too young and they think because Merijn is doing it, I should do it too. But the more I thought about it, the more that's actually bullshit. I always think it's actually better to inform people than to not speak about something, right? So I think a lot of people in social media do that. They do things that they never speak about, and I think that's actually worse than simply informing people, right? Because, you know, people are gonna do whatever they're gonna do, and at the end of the day, everybody makes their own choices. It's better to make an informed choice than to really not know. And often you see as well that people, when they're not allowed to do something, that is when they actually start doing it, right? Now, weed is sort of legal here in the Netherlands. It's actually not. It is gedoogd. The coffee shops are allowed to sell it, but they're not allowed to buy it. And you're not like, it's weird stuff. Like, it doesn't really make sense. But anyway, in a lot of countries now, it is legal. I know that many of you guys do it because you've been asking me about it, whether, you know, it harms your gains, etc. Now, as far as smoking weed, I don't do it often at all. When I was younger, I actually did. And I can tell you that that was definitely not the most productive time of my life. So ever since I started, you know, building my businesses, etc., becoming more successful, that has not been under the influence of weed. So I've only done it, like nowadays I only do it maybe once a month, or not even, just kind of like when I would feel like it. Only when I have a day where everything is done. Like today I had an awesome day, I got a lot of shit done, and then my evening I already planned that I didn't have anything to do. No one is gonna call me, I don't have to live up to any responsibilities, so I can just chill. So yeah, guys, I live a very active, like high performance, always on the go lifestyle, always freaking busy, things to do, things on my mind. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hard to relax sometimes, right? And this does help me with that. Now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna smoke every single day, because that is not the goal either. It is just nice sometimes, right? And it's kind of like when a friend invites me or someone or whatever, or something is happening, there is a joint available perhaps, then I might do it, but it's not something that, you know, I do too often. Now, as far as fitness and weed, my experience and what I personally think, honestly guys, compared to like alcohol actually has like kind of direct damage because of the calories, right? Weed doesn't contain calories itself, but it can give you the munchies, right? What they call it. So yeah, as long as you could control that, it is literally no issue, because it doesn't, like, as far as the studies that I've read a couple of them, and there's no real study showing that it like drastically lowers testosterone level or like harms your gains or doesn't make you recover or really goes against, you know, building muscle or losing fat in any matter really. As far as the weed itself goes, it might actually even like help you relax, but that is just like a thought. I don't know if studies actually really show that. If you guys have any particular studies that you say, no Merijn, this study shows that, then comment them down below. But I've read multiple of them and nothing really shows that it like directly harms your gains in any way or fat loss. So as far as direct effects, there aren't really any that will directly, you know, harm you. But then as far as the munchies, that could obviously fuck up your diet when you smoke, and then you go out and have like 10 of these milkshakes, right? Because that is one of the reasons why we're sitting here. This is amazing, but I save my calories for this, right? Now, if you don't do that and you smoke, you already hit your calories for the day, you get the munchies, you start eating and you start binging, then obviously that will hinder your fat loss. But that is not something that I obviously like would recommend, or like if you're mentally strong enough, that doesn't really happen either. So that is again just the case of you knowing yourself and whether you do that or not. As far as before the training, I don't recommend that either. I've done that when I was a little bit younger, and literally like I was also not that into fitness as now, but like I was sitting on a machine just like watching TV. It didn't work out. Some people say, I've saw some videos, some people saying that they like it because of the like mind muscle connection. I think if you're natural, it's not really gonna work. I don't think you're at your strongest when you smoke. Some people might disagree with that. Let me know what you think. But I also think that if you do that, it can really easily become a habit, right? Because then you do it like every workout, and then you start to get addicted to something, which is obviously very harmful, right? And that comes down to the same thing with alcohol, right? I show on my channel that you can drink sometimes. That doesn't mean you guys can do it every day and become an alcoholic. That's not what I'm saying. That's not the message I'm preaching. So what I'm saying is that yes, in moderation sometimes, no worries. Because I know that a lot of you guys, maybe you were already doing it, now you want to get in shape and you think that you have to cut everything like out of your life and you're never like allowed to do it anymore. And then the temptations might even get worse. And so I'm not saying like do it every day. I'm saying obviously take responsibility, only do it on days that you got your shit done, because whatever goal it is that you want to reach, you have to work for that. So you have to put in the hours. You cannot really do that when you smoke. At least in my opinion, right? Unless you like, maybe like rappers can do it because they get more creative and stuff. Most people are not rappers that watch my channel, definitely not.
We're definitely creative.
Definitely creative, but yeah. So it might help with some creativity. I personally don't really feel that either. I don't get the smart. Like chill and tired, and like I appreciate little things and like I can enjoy, but it doesn't really help me, you know, with being very productive, which is the lifestyle that I personally live. So yeah, I guess that is that, and like it's definitely not for everybody. But same with alcohol or any other thing. You know, if you like to go hard at a festival, if you like some people like to smoke weed and get down to earth. Everybody likes different things, and different things work for different people. Some people also are like, they get addicted very quickly to certain things, and then, you know, it might not be for you. Then you have to make the smart decision, like I'm not gonna do it, because being addicted to whatever drug it is obviously not a great thing. You know, you have to go through life sober, and then like once in a while I may do this, yes, but my life doesn't depend on it, and I don't think like I need this in order to function in daily life, because that is when things go wrong. And that's with anything. That's with literally being like, it can be addicted to drugs, it can be being addicted to porn. It's also not healthy. There can be a lot of different, like for real, man. There's like being addicted to overeating. There's a lot of things that you can be addicted to. It doesn't have to be this, you know. So they're all like definitely going to be harmful for you in daily life and accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish. Anyway, whatever, that is it. Also, this is not the best way to smoke. It is that I never really do it, not often, but because there's tobacco in this, so that's obviously not the greatest for your lungs. But if you only do it like once every now and then, it's not the worst thing. I like it personally like this, because then I don't put in too much weed. I don't get completely off the planet. But the best thing to do is actually vaping it. That is kind of the healthiest way to smoke. If you do it a little more often, you should vape instead of doing it like this. So the reason we are in this particular coffee shop here in our hometown is because they have a special milkshake, right? This is banana milkshake with little pieces of banana in there. And once you're feeling it a little bit, this is orgasm like through the whole body, man. It's unreal. So yeah guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really am like curious what you guys even think. I know not everyone can relate to this, but I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this over the last few years. I did some thinking whether I was going to share it or not. So let me know what you think about, you know, me being real, because that is kind of how I always started the channel, and like me sharing my personal life as well. And I've never really shared any of this. So let me know your thoughts. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Peace out.